We are asked to find the properties of this parabola, the vertex, the focus, the equation of the directrix, the equation of the axis, the length of the latus rectum, and even sketch the graph of this parabola. Before we can do that, let us just remember that there are these two special cases for a parabola. One has this form: x minus h squared is equal to 4p y minus k. This is a parabola that opens vertically, either upward or downward. Okay? Vertical. These are vertical. And the other parabola is the horizontal parabola, either sideward to the right or to the left. This has the form interchange lang. Y minus k squared is equal to what? 4p x minus h. Note that h will always go with x and y will always go with k. The vertex of this parabola, vertex niya is hk. Okay? So now let's try to transform this into this form. So yung approach nito is ano lang. Tingnan mo kung saan yung may square. In this case, as you can see, yung y ay naka-square. So more or less, we would like to have this in this format. So put all the y's in the left-hand side and the k and the x on the right-hand side. Okay, so meaning we'll have here y squared plus 2y, and we'll put everything, those that doesn't have y, to the right-hand side. Okay, we'll have here plus x plus 4, right? Positive x, positive 4. Now, but we are not there yet. Why? Because we have not, dapat yung form nito is y squared lang, walang plus 2y. Okay? Y minus something squared. So how do we do that? Well, we can make this a perfect square trinomial by adding a third term. In that case, we can just have it y squared plus 2y. We add a third term so that we can make this into a perfect square trinomial. In this case, we add 1. That's simply the middle term, the second term, 2y divided by the 2 divided by 2. Divide mo lang ng 2, then square mo. It's 1. It's equal to x plus 4. But it will be unfair if you add 1 to the left-hand side, then sa kabila wala. So, dapat add ka rin ng 1 sa kabila. Okay? So, ganun lang. Then, we can then now factor this based on our things that we've learned in previous math 17. We know that this must be what? Y plus 1 squared. So more or less we're getting there, we're getting close, and this will be, well, x plus 5. Okay, will be x plus 5. But okay, we're close, but we're not really there yet. Why? It's because actually gonna have this case, dapat yung format natin is may 4p something then x minus h. Okay? So dapat lang yung wala ng coefficient yung x, ano? So dapat factor mo lang yan daw. So dapat yung x then minus something. Plus to, paano ba yan? Plus 5 yan. So anong gawin mo? Pwede mo yung isulat as minus negative 5. Right? Yun. Then dito din is um what? Dito is sulat mo siya as y plus 1 yan, nasa form yung minus k. So pwede mo siyang isulat as minus negative 1, 'di ba? Minus minus 1 is just plus 1 square. Okay? So now we can now compare term by term. Pag walang number diyan, 'di ba? Eto may number 4p. Pwede mo lang sulatan diyan ng 1. Alam mo naman 'yan. Yun na yung ano, yun na yung 4p mo. So, ibig sabihin nito ngayon, ano ba yung vertex natin? Ano yung vertex ng line mo? So, halata na dito ngayon na yung vertex natin is yung hk natin, yung h is negative, no, h is negative 5 kasi yung kasama yung x, negative 5. Ito yun. And then, yung y is, ano ba yung y? Ano ba yung k? Ito yung k. So, ito yung k, negative 1. Okay? And then, ano ba yung 4p or ano ba yung p? Well, kung i-compare natin dito, Yun yung 1. Ito yun, 4P yan dapat. So, ibig sabihin nun na yung 1 na dyan, 1 dyan, equivalent yan dapat sa 4P. Okay? Therefore, yeah, 4P yan dapat eh. So, dapat yung P mo is equal to, um, paano ba yan? Divide mo lang ng 4 both sides. You got P is equal to what? 1/4. Ibig sabihin nito, one can rewrite this into this form. Y minus 1 squared is equal to, well, I'll just have 4 times 1/4, right? X minus 5. Para halatang halata mo talaga na ito yung P, 1/4. Yung H mo is -5. Yung K mo is -1. But hindi naman hanggang necessary na ganito talaga isulat. Okay, now let's now try to go to the, ano. So, vertex, nakuha na natin yung vertex. Focus. Saan ba yung focus? So, okay, to find the focus, well, allow me first to draw the graph. Sketch mo natin yung graph para mas madali nating malaman kung ano ba yung mga focus at iba pa yung mga terms. So, yung vertex natin is -1, -5. So, ito yung -1, then yung -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ito yun. Ito yung vertex. Pag yung P is positive, ibig sabihin nun, opens upward to. Ano? Yung horizontal pa naman to pala, no? So, either opens to the right or to the left. So, ibig sabihin nun, pag yung P positive, to the right yan. So, opens to the right. So, parang ganun sana yung parabola na gusto mong gawin. Okay? Ganun yun. Okay, but before we do that, let us first find, saan ba dito yung focus? Yung focus, ibig sabihin nun, ano lang, pag nasa vertex ka, to the right to, di ba? So, mag-move ka lang ng P to the right. 1/4 to the right. So, ibig sabihin nun, close lang talaga sa vertex. Yun na yung focus mo. Okay? Move ka lang ng 1/4. So, okay? So, ano ba yung focus mo? Ano yung location niya? Kung -1 yan, mag-move ka to the right ng 1/4. Ano na yung coordinate niyan? Yung x mo, instead of -1, addan mo ng 1/4, magiging -3/4 na. Di ba? And then, um, -3/4 yun. And then, ano ba? Ano ba yung y coordinate ng focus mo? Eh, in, -5 pa rin, di ba? Kasi nga straight lang naman sila ng vertex. So, -5. So, ganun lang. Yung focus mo is nandun na. So, simpleng-simple lang. Draw mo na lang siya doon. Yun. Okay, wait. Hindi masyadong magandang parabola, but parang ganun na rin yan. Okay, so yung focus mo is -3/4, -5. At sana yung equation ng directrix mo ngayon. So, yung directrix mo, pag ito yung vertex mo, yung directrix mo is kung yung focus, nag-move ka ng P to the right, yung directrix mo, mag-move ka ng P to the left. Dito, konti lang, okay? Then you draw the vertical line. Yung line dyan na parang opposite sa kanila. So, ganun. So, ano ba yung equation ng directrix mo ngayon? Well, ang coordinate ng directrix mo ay -1 yan. Nag-move ka to the left ng 1/4. Kasi 1/4 yung focus mo. So, magiging -1 and 1/4. Ano ba yan? 1 and 1/4. So, 1.25. Or ano ba yung 1 and 1/4 sa fraction? 4 times 1, 4. So, 5/4. -5/4 dapat. So, yung directrix mo, itong line na to, is equivalent to what? Well, nakata naman 'di ba na ito yung x is constant and this is x equal to -5/4. Kasi -1 ito, nag-move ka ng 1/4 to the left of that. So -5/4. So yung directrix mo ngayon is directrix x is equal to -5/4. Kasi vertical line yung directrix mo. And then length of the latus rectum. Latus rectum is simply ito lang 'yun. Pero masyadong maliit, 'di ba? Yun lang. Yun yung nag-connect ng focus mo at saka ng vertical line nung dyan. It's equivalent simply to LLR, length of lateral rectum is just 4P. 4P, which is equal to 4 times 1/4, 1 lang. Okay? And I think that's it. Thank you. Oops, I think I made a mistake. Really. Big mistake. Um, Now, when I try to take a review of my work, I seen that instead of writing here, if I have the vertex of negative 5, negative 1, this point is not really negative 5, negative 1, right? This is negative 1, negative 5. So I made a mistake on plotting the vertex. So essentially what I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's negative 5. Supposed to be dapat dito pala yung graph ko. So hindi dito sa ano, sa point na to. More or less like let's try to move this graph here, somewhere here. Parang ganun. Okay? So yung instead, so ito na yung ano ko. So yung mali ko dito ngayon is yung focus ko instead of negative 1 plus 1, 4, dapat pala is negative 5 plus 1, 4. So ano yon? Negative 5 plus 1, 4 LCD. Ano ba yung LCD niyan? 4. So 4 times negative 5 is negative 19. Negative 20 plus 1 is negative 19. So, ito pala, ito yung focus ko. Nandito. So, move ka lang ng right ng konti sa negative 5. So, instead of negative 3, I have supposed to be negative 19 over 4. Okay? Yun yung x. Yung y, hindi na negative 5. Nandito siya sa nandito naman yung axis mo sa negative 1, di ba? Yun. So, ito yung negative 1 yung ano mo. Okay? So, yun yung focus. Equation of directrix, yung directrix mo, instead of nandito sa x equal to negative 5, 8, ano siya, from negative 5, mag-move ka ng 1/4 to the left. Eh, yun, pag ganon, ibig sabihin nun, yung sagot mo is, hindi na x to negative 5/4, but negative 5 plus 1, minus 1/4. So, ano ba yan? So, negative 20, ito yun, no? So, negative 5 minus 1/4 na instead of plus. So, it must be negative 20 minus 1, negative 21 over 4. Okay, ito yung directrix mo. X is equal to negative 21 over 4. And then ano pa? Length of the latus rectum, hindi nagbabago. 4p pa rin, that's 1. And then, axis. Yung axis ng parabola mo is, yun, yung kung saan siya nakahati. Ibig sabihin nun, this is y is equal to 1. So, yung axis ng parabola mo is y is equal to negative 1 pala. Okay?